There. No, I knew I was mute. I was fixing the camera, Zero. Thank you so much. Anyway, and now here we go. This is going to be edited. For those of you wondering, I'm going to have a beginning of the show, and then there's going to be 2 parts that are edited out that are going to be going on the Dark Avenger channels. So if I'm not answering chat during those times, it's because those are going to be made into videos later for people who couldn't make it to the live show. However, like I said, the before and after, like right now, I will be able to talk with chat because this stuff is specifically going to stay on Twitch. I probably will highlight this video for a year because every year I will be doing one of these Dark Avenger Directs. They're going to work as my update videos slash just giving a yearly kind of assessment of things that I've done, things that I want to do in the following year, and just whatever other little extra things that are going to be going on that I want everybody to know about. Mike, I know you're listening and you're at work. I appreciate you being here. Zira, welcome here as well. So whether you're watching this live or not, like I said, I appreciate everybody's patience when it comes to the Dark Avenger channels, even if you weren't patient. A lot has been going on in the past 2 years almost. So unfortunately, the YouTube channels have kind of suffered just a little bit because of that. But we're going to work on fixing all of that in the end of 2022, going into the year 2023. So I'm going to just start this direct off with just a more generalized talk, and then, like I said, we'll get into what's coming in the 2022-2020 year for Dark Avenger, the Dark Avenger platform. We'll call it the platform at this point because we got 2 channels, and that's part of the update as well, but most of you know about the channels already. For those of you that don't know who I am Chris. I'm known as Chaotic Falcon 86 on Twitch. And on here, I do a lot of streams. I do many different games. Mostly right now, I've been known for Fortnite and Sea of Thieves. I am going to be talking about the Chaotic Falcon YouTube channel as well. That's going to be a separate category. But I am an all-around nerd. I've grown up with comic books. I'm a huge fan of many different titles when it comes to comic books. However, for those of you that have been following my Twitter, after starting the review back up in February or March of this year, quickly I realized a lot of the titles had a lot of propaganda in them, and it was a bit much, especially being away from comic books for about a year and a half. To come back and see that a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to get into specifics because I know a lot of channels make their money off of getting into specifics about what's wrong with certain books and what's wrong with certain companies. I'm not here to do that. Yeah, I really quickly needed to take a break and step back a little bit. And also there was a conflict, and we're going to get into why the conflict also was an issue and what kind of stopped me from being able to make videos again. But one of the things that I want to talk about first and foremost, getting onto a more specific topic, is this the OnlyFans? No, there's no OnlyFans. Ha 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 ha. I mean, maybe one day, but not today, Mike. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. We'll talk about that another time. Anyway, I want to start this direct off with something that I feel is very important because actually it was Brilly who brought the topic up to me, and this I feel pertains to not just comic collecting or figure collecting or card collecting or anything like that. Thanks, Muty. At this point, please don't redeem anything on the channel. I will be, this is because of the direct, so I will do the drink, but because we're in the beginning and this is the interactive part of the show. But you reminded me, and thank you. Please, nobody make any channel redeems right now because I won't be able to redeem them, and I can't refund the points because I don't know how to do it. So, but I do have a drink, and I will be drinking from time to time. What's up, James? I don't know how to. So, Zira, do me a favor if anybody does say anything, or James, if anybody says anything, just let them know. Oh, okay, yeah, you could tell me how to refund, and then I'll just refund the points later. I'll do that. That's good. We'll do that. Yeah, you could teach me how to refund, and I'll refund points. But starting this direct off, I wanted to start it off with something that really brought up to my attention, so to speak, and it pertains to anything collecting. It pertains to YouTube. Um, oh yeah, I could do. Why am okay? Okay, I modded you though. So when it comes to certain things like collecting or making videos or whatnot, lately the hobby itself has been kind of downplayed a little, and especially when it comes to YouTube, because a lot of people um, say, well, what can you benefit off of the hobby? Or if you're going to do something, how much money can you make off of it? So I guess it does pertain a lot to YouTube as well. And it just when she had mentioned it, it rang so many bells in my head, because I remember when I started YouTube, and it was a hobby, and it was for fun, and it was because I wanted to make videos and entertain people. Uh, it was the best feeling in the world, especially starting Dark Avenger. I loved the concept of starting my own review show and branching out and doing other things in the comic book realm. I started Dark Avenger C86 off with a playthrough of Ghostbusters, which I would love to do again now that I have a capture card software. I would love to record it the proper way, and I probably will, just not right away. But that's how the channel started, and then it evolved into a comic review, and then it evolved into so much more. And then eventually a group channel came out of it, Dark Avenger Inc., which then became Comic Frontline, which now is just the Comic Book Weekly live show. So many positive things came out of Dark Avenger. I also got to meet a lot of really amazing people some would become friends, some would become like family, and some would be there as, you know, fellow comic collectors, and we would talk about comic books. And also got to see New York Comic Con. I'm trying to think of all the things that have happened. There's so much that's happened. I got to work with several companies, both on a large scale and on a smaller scale. Though the smaller scale companies were just as awesome as the large scale companies, there's really no difference other than the fact that some companies had more exposure than others to their comic books. And it was an amazing trip, and I wouldn't take it back for the world. Reliving it was just in my mind, brings back so many amazing memories. So the problem here, when it comes to hobbies or when it comes to YouTube lately, a lot of people want to know, well, how can you make a profit out of it? Because if you can't make a profit out of it, then you obviously you shouldn't do it. And I feel like this is why a lot of hobbies and a lot of people are now getting turned away from YouTube. Unfortunately, and I hate to break anyone's bubble who is jumping into YouTube hoping to make lots of YouTube money, YouTube doesn't exactly pay out that well. Not anymore. Maybe they did back in the day when they first started. They don't anymore. They really don't. And they don't pay attention to creators unless you are on the Markiplier level of like diamond subscribers and whatnot. So you're basically on your own, and sometimes actually working against the wave, so to speak, because if anything happens, if anything gets reported, good luck getting in touch with a YouTube person. It's already happened on my channel once with the intro, because apparently the Dark Avenger intro that all of you see that I now had to edit to put music to a little bit, like non-copyright music to, apparently a music company took all the intros from Render Forest and added them into their music, and now count the intros as part of their music. So anytime somebody uses a copyright-free version of Render Forest, if you make a Render Forest intro, if you don't add music or something to block out some of the noise from the sound effect of Render Forest, of the default Render Forest thing that anyone should have the right to use, you can get hit with a copyright content ID. not a strike, a content ID. And I've tried to appeal it. I showed literal evidence of I bought this and I own this. I have the right to use this. And both YouTube and the company, the music company, denied it. And I just deleted the intro and I redid it with music. So if you're coming on YouTube looking to make money, I mean, Patreon is a very good source, especially if you have a fan base behind you. I have a Patreon. I'll be talking about that. But if you're here to make it, I don't want to say a job, because some people do make YouTube a job and they make money and sponsorships that kind of pay for the hobbies or whatever themselves. But if you're coming on here hoping to make big YouTube money, YouTube, if you watch any video from any creator that talks about their income from the videos they make on YouTube, YouTube is a very, very, very small fraction of all the other stuff that they get. Of course, YouTube can pay well. It can pay well, depending on your subscribers and whatnot. But again, you are fighting a lot of things to get to that point where you get those viewers, where you get those subscribers, where you get those people that keep coming back to watch your videos. Once you get on the algorithm, you're set. But getting on that algorithm is definitely one of the hardest things. And believe me, I should know, it's one of the hardest things to get to on the YouTube platform. Once you get on the algorithm, you're more set, because then YouTube starts to share your videos around. But getting there, whew. But that mindset, well, can the hobby pay for itself? Can you make money off of making videos from the hobby? And when it comes to the hobby, just to flip-flop it a little bit, when it comes to buying comics, for example, how much is this one worth? How much is that going to be worth in the future? How much is that going to be worth in the future? How much is any of the book? Is it going to be worth saving the comic book? Will the investment of buying and holding on to these comic books add up over time? Will they be worth anything in the future? I've made a video on this as well on Dark Avenger C86, and the answer is most comics will not. First appearances, like the first appearance of Spider-Gwen, I got very lucky getting that book. First appearance of several other characters in the past 15 years, I got very lucky with a lot of those books. However, since that first issue of Spider-Gwen, the first appearance, how many books can we say in the past 10 years, if you hold on to it, it's going to give you value. It's going to build up in value. And the answer to that is, I can count the amount of books in the past 10 years on my two hands that went up in value. On my two hands. And some of the books aren't even the books. It's the covers that went up in value, not the books. And if it's a book, it's a first appearance. So a first appearance or a special cover that it was like 1 of 48 or 1 of 100 and something. Those are the only books that have gone up in value. Also, if you take a, what are they called? Like a milestone book, a first appearance book, or a specific book, and then you CGC it, which you have to pay, by the way, to CGC your book. A CGC, I don't have it on my wall anymore. That's when you get your book put in plastic, a very hard plastic, and graded, and you can never touch your book again. Which is why I think it's absolutely ridiculous unless you have 2 copies of the book. That's another way to bring the value of your book up. If it's an issue number 1, if it's a first appearance, if it's a special cover, it brings the value that much higher. But again, you have to send it off to a company that are going to grade it, and then they have to send it back to you, and they charge you for grading it, and they charge you for putting it in plastic. So in the end, you're paying for that extra value in that book before you even get it. So technically, you paid for the book, you paid for the grading, and you paid for the hardcover that it goes in. So technically, you paid for the value of that book now anyway. So if that book went from being a $5 book to a $100 book, you paid that extra amount of that extra $95 to get it graded and slabbed. So in the end, you really kind of paid for it. But could it go up higher in value after that? Yes. It all really depends on the book and whether you're willing to sit on it. I feel like this mindset, though, is hurting a lot of people wanting to come into any hobby, not just comic books. It could be figure collecting, it could be card collecting, like I said. I really feel like this stifles the want to start a hobby. And when it comes to YouTube, it stifles a lot of really creative people from wanting to get started because you're not going to make money right away. You're not going to make money possibly at all. I mean, ever since YouTube put that 4,000 hours in, I still have yet to catch back up to getting AdSense on either Dark Avenger channel, on Brooklyn Boys, on anywhere. We all lost it. The only channels that were able to grab that 4,000 when they released it were channels that did only live shows and that had viewers that stuck around. And when I say only live shows, I mean at least 2 or 3 live shows a week plus videos. And Frontline made it, and we only had Comic Book Weekly at the time, but we had a lot of viewers at that time, and we also were doing a couple of videos here, there, and everywhere. Plus, when this 4,000 hour rule came in, I believe we were doing our award show, which also brought in a lot of viewers at that time. So we got lucky. But to get to those 4,000 hours right now, it's pretty hard. So it's going to be a grind no matter what, and people will get discouraged. So I was telling this great story about how it was an amazing start. Dark Avenger was great and all, and it gives me great memories. But then, come about, was it about 5 years ago now? Maybe about 5 years ago, people started asking, well, are you making money off of YouTube? Because I started taking YouTube a bit more seriously. I wanted to try to make something out of it. And that's when how much can you make off of this started up. I started hearing people talk about that. People in my family, some of my friends, and it was all like, well, how can you make money to cover your hobby? Because if you're not going to make money, maybe you shouldn't take YouTube so seriously. And the problem was, at that time, mentally, I was in a place where that started to get to me. And yes, it impacted the way I worked on YouTube. It impacted my work on YouTube. And I started to want to do a lot, put a lot more on my plate than I could. And that's when things started to topple over. And a lot was going on in comic books at the time. And a lot was going on other places at the time. And a lot was going on in the personal life at the time. To the point where finally we got to the year 2020 where I just literally dead stopped. Now, granted, it was because of stuff going on in my personal life. That's why that is a main reason why things dead stopped. But things were getting a bit overwhelming on YouTube, I will say. Because all I kept hearing from certain people was, well, how much money are you going to make? Because you're not making any money. So why are you trying to go, so maybe it's time to step away from YouTube because you're not going to make anything. I made a Patreon, like I said, and things weren't going anywhere. And then there's also the mindset of, well, then you have to act more professional. Listen, I review comic books. See those floppy things behind me? And while I understand looking professional for companies, the more professional you look, the more companies will be like, oh, look at that. A sleeveless shirt, a backwards cap, and a beard. I still have to trim this a little bit, but a beard and a Brooklyn personality is not going to hinder the abilities of a company to say, yes, because you know what? I'm relatable, at least, because most of the people that read comic books will come to my channel because I'm relatable. I'm real. Hi, I'm real. And I will give honest and true opinions. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, but I'm not going to say that the comic book company is about to implode because of all the crazy social justice that they're doing in their books. I am what is known as the best of both worlds. I can relate to you, the viewers, and I can relate to the companies, and I'm not saying doom and gloom or everything is awesome at the same time. So between you got to be very professional, and well, can you make money off of it? And it's been a stutter ever since, trying to get back to a norm, because I'm trying to go back and do the good old days. But the good old days are like the golden age. You can't get the golden age back. The golden age is the golden age for a reason. You can't go back there. That was the golden age. Now you got to think about the silver age, which is what we're in right now. The silver age, or the modern era, so to speak, because we're technically in modern. We're in the present. Yes, Mike. Mike T says it great. Brand friendly, which is bullshit. I've watched people on YouTube. It doesn't matter what type of shirt you wear, whether it be a suit or not. There are popular podcasters in the comic book realm that literally some of them wear t-shirts in the summer. So I don't want to hear nothing about dressing professional or being any type of way. I'm me. Look at Pete's Basement. Pete's Basement is a perfect example. Pete does what he wants, how he wants, and everybody loves that show. I love that show. I mean, it's a lot of cursing, and you better be 18 plus, but I mean, other than that, and I love watching Pete's Basement. One of the things that got me inspired to do comic reviews back in the day was Pete's Basement. That was actually the first show I found that I subscribed to when I was looking for ideas on how to do a comic review. So, anyway, what am I trying to say out of all this is don't freaking listen. Don't listen to the people who say, well, if you can't make money out of it, then you shouldn't do it. You're not. You're not going to make money out of it unless you get a following of a couple of hundred people at least to start on your videos. And then you'll get YouTube AdSense. And then after that, you can work on a Patreon and see if any of your viewers are interested in Patreon. If they're not, then you still got to keep growing. And once you grow to another point, then you ask again, hey, if anybody's interested, I have a Patreon. I have this, this, and this. If you'd like to subscribe to Patreon, you'll get a little bit of extra. But be ready. Do be ready, because if you have a Patreon and you're promising your patrons extra, you're going to have to put out. So make sure you don't over stack yourself with work. Make sure that it's work that is either something that goes along with what you're doing on YouTube or along with what you're doing on Twitch. If you want to do Twitch, I left Twitch out, but if you want to do Twitch, make sure that whatever you do on Patreon is something that will go along with it, so you're not overworking yourself and doing extra work for yourself. For one or two people that will join the Patreon, then you have to make good on whatever tier they're at. So make sure that you have the product that you're going to promise to your viewers before you do it. I myself will be probably going into my Patreon and editing one or two things out, because at this point I don't have the ability. I think I put in a shirt tier. The shirt shop that I had, I don't use anymore, so I'm probably going to end up taking that tier off temporarily until I'm able to either A, provide that, or B, I might not do it at all. I did have this wonderful idea at one point to make special shirts if I had the proper artist, so that tier is going to leave my Patreon. But do it because you love it. If you're into a hobby, do it because you love it, and don't worry about what the value of your book is. Don't do it for the value of your figure or your card or whatever. Do it because you love it. I continue to collect comic books and collectibles and toys and books and cards because it's an enjoyment of mine. Do I do it all at once? Of course not. That would literally bring me broke. I do actually have a very good friend base that has helped in that, especially in the past couple of years. I have a couple of friends that have helped out, and then there are also some people I reached out to, specific people that have been very nice and have given me smaller things to review. In the future, they realize and understand that I'm taking my time to kind of figure things out. But for the regular average working 9-to-5 person, don't overwhelm yourself in a hobby either. Usually pick one specific hobby and then everything else kind of bring in whenever you can. Especially also myself being a gamer, I do have a lot of games as well. So don't put too much on yourself either as far as collections. Pick something to start with as your main, and then add little things around it and see what you enjoy most and go with that. For me, it's always been comic books, but lately comic books have been... There's been a lot of stuff going on in comic books, and anyone who's been reading comic books will know that a lot is going on. And there's a lot of controversy in the fan base right now. People loving it, people hating it, people that are loving it for whatever it symbolizes. Me personally, here's my deal. I'm very simple. I'm very easy to please when it comes to comic books. Give me a good story, give me good character development, and if you're going to do anything new or modern age, social justice, do it to a brand new character. Do not do it to a character that's been established since the golden age of comic books. And we're Gucci, we're fine, we're great, we'll get along good. The problem is lately in the comic book realm, good stories been thrown out the door for propaganda and what's the word I'm looking for? And for the stuff going on nowadays, let's put it that way. And nobody cares about the story or the characters anymore. It's like, this character is this way and we're going to focus on that. We don't care about the story. I mean, the story will happen when it happens, how it happens, and that's that. And that's the problem right now in the age of comic books, the writers, and everything else. And coming back into that after a 1.5-year break was overwhelming. It was very overwhelming, and I kept a positive outlook on the books that I was reading, but really quickly, and especially after watching some of the writers' interviews or reading some of the writers' interviews, you could see right away that some of the books were made either for just news, for news value, to get people talking, or literally for shock value, or, oh my God, he's that way kind of value. And it's we're in that type of an era where we need actual writers again, like writers who are going to write stories, not writers who are going to write propaganda for whatever cause or persons. And some books are still holding strong to that, which I'm very happy. Unfortunately, some people in the higher ups definitely need to get knocked down a peg. And again, I'm not here to look for sponsorship from people that are looking to just throw out whatever. I'm here to report comic books. Again, I worked with a lot of awesome companies, and I hope to work with a lot of awesome companies again in this new era of comics. And again, this is all staying on Twitch anyway. I will let all of you know when I'm going to start talking for the channels, and I'm more specifically talking just to the camera. And I see you're writing, Mike. I'm going to read all your stuff in a second. I just wanted to get this out. But I'm not going to bow down to anything. If I see something wrong, I am going to state it. If I see something going right, like very right, I'm going to say it. And I'm talking mainly about the big two here, DC and Marvel. If I see something bad, I am going to mention it. If I see something great, I am going to mention it. And I see a lot of bad happening right now in DC Comics. And I see a few things bad going on in Marvel. I haven't been keeping as much when it comes to news from Marvel. However, I have seen a few good things. Poor Spider-Man lately. Oh boy. But I hear I can tell you that Moon Knight has been doing really good, which I'm very happy about. And a few other books from Marvel are doing really good. DC is just stuttering right now. Their Elseworld stuff is amazing. DC Vampires, Deceased, the Deceased line has been doing very well. Dark Knights has been doing really well. A few other books have been doing really well, but a lot of the mainstream stuff has been stuttering lately, and I've seen it. And it's heartbreaking. And that's why doing the reviews, I had to step away again, because it was becoming too much to see a universe and characters that I grew up with that were, and again, I don't own the characters, and I have no right to say what a character should or shouldn't have. That's one of the things that I think fans forget, and they take too much upon themselves to say, well, that's my character. We don't own the characters. I don't own any of the characters that I love. I feel a connection with them, and I feel like I want them done right. But at the end of the day, certain people take too much of an ownership of something that's not theirs when it comes to the characters. With me, again, I miss the good stories. And I miss the not focusing on certain aspects of a character and just focusing on, the tail at hand, so to speak. And the whole fact of wanting to bring reality more into comic books now. That was a Marvel mindset. It really was, because Marvel Comics, And Stan Lee said it. It's supposed to feel like, these characters were outside your door. They went for more realism. That was Marvel Comics, and that's why Marvel Comics was different from DC Comics. And I feel like DC is trying to bring too many real-life issues and real-life things into their books right now, whereas DC was not like that for a long time, and it's offsetting. But again, it's making for great news, and certain channels on YouTube are profiting from all the BS that DC's doing, because a lot of the fans that want things to say exactly the same since the 1980s, I'm going to call one of those fans out right now, Tevya, who's been watching my videos forever. He wants things to say exactly the same, and I've seen Tevya on multiple of these channels that literally are making it look like doom and gloom are coming to comic books, because they're changing everything, they're changing all the characters, and all hell is breaking loose. And that is why when he comes to a more positive channel, all of a sudden all that doom and gloom he tries to bring into the comments, because he's watching all the other videos and content creators out there that are saying the world is over and things are dying and everybody's bad and all the writers are bad and it's all about propaganda. It's not all about propaganda. There are still books that are about story. They're just far and in between right now. And I feel like as we move forward, it's a season. We are in a season. Look at the New 52. That was a 5-year season for DC Comics. Look at Marvel, the era where, and I really, Dark Reign. Look at what happened during Dark Reign. And look what happened before Dark Reign, where, the whole universe was like, what the hell are you guys doing? Where and then look at the era where all the characters were changed. All the superheroes were different. Steve Rogers wasn't Captain America. Thor wasn't Thor. Hulk wasn't Hulk. All the characters were different characters. It was a season. And then all the original characters came back. I believe we're in a season right now when it comes to the writers. Eventually, when the sales go down, and believe me, that's how you talk. You don't talk by making videos. I mean, you can make videos, and like I just mentioned, some people are making good money off of the mistakes of Marvel and DC. But you talk with your wallet. You don't buy the book. Many people don't buy the book because they don't like it. That's when Marvel and DC goes, something's wrong. Of course, they could go the Disney route and blame the fans, but in all reality, if you don't buy something, it's because you don't like it, and there's a reason why you don't like it. And it's not following any of the isms out there. I'm not going to mention any of those, but that's how you as a consumer talk, with your wallet. Me as a reviewer, I will read things, and then I will talk about things I liked and I didn't like with a book, for example. But I digress, and I go back now to do it because you love it. The problem with me was I had a lot of people get in my head about, you need to do this, and if you're going to do this, or not you need to do this, if you're going to do this, you need to make money, because if you don't make money, it's not worth it, and then you need to stop. This is the kind of stuff that I heard from several people on a either daily basis or a weekly basis, or sometimes I heard it on a multiple different, it took a couple of days in between basis. So I had that in my mind, especially towards the end, right before I started to take my break, constantly. And it weighed on my love for the hobby, my passion for doing YouTube videos. It did. And the thing was, the good news is, all of those people are no longer in my life. So, with that being said, I don't have to worry about hearing that anymore. Honestly, towards the end, I didn't have to hear it that much either, because those people had gotten out of my life back in 2019, some of them. So the good news was I had a lot of those voices out of my head in 2019, but because I had heard it for so long already, in 2020, that's all I kept hearing in my mind, because now my mind was thinking that way. So, yeah. It unfortunately lasted. Those people were most of those people, there were still a couple, but most of those people were out of my life already in 2019. But 2020, all I was thinking was, I need to make money. I need to prove that I can make money. And it hurt the brand. It hurt my videos. It hurt my content and my creativity, to the point where, as I said at the end of 2020, obviously it was 90% due to personal life things going on, but that 10% was I was getting burnt out. And to be honest, before the major life event, I was getting burnt out early 2020 as well. And I know I made several videos talking about getting burnt out. And a lot of the burnout was because I had so many people previous telling me that if I couldn't make money, I shouldn't be doing content on YouTube. I shouldn't be doing the hobby. I should be focusing on doing something that is more productive, that brings in, how do I put this? I need something that will bring in money. Let me put it that way. If I can't do it on YouTube, I need to do something else that brings in money. And ultimately, it led to the burnout, which then led to me easily walking away from YouTube for a while after personal life events happened. And it sucked. It sucked because it was something I loved doing. It was something that I had been doing since I was 19 years old, and having a blast doing it, making connections, making friends, and getting so much from that. Money didn't matter, but it should have never mattered to begin with, because the value of all the things I got was more than any amount of dollar I could have made, because any money I make on YouTube or made anywhere would go right back to the channel anyway. Any of the money I made on YouTube went straight back into the comic books, into the stuff. I did get a couple of checks from YouTube, because obviously they gave those $100 checks, and it went right back into the channel. I made one so far from Twitch, and it went right back into Twitch. It went right back into gaming stuff. So, yeah, I was 19 when I met you, Mike. Yeah, we are getting old, I know. But that's the thing. It's that I forgot. I lost myself along the way. And then after realizing I lost myself along the way, I tried to get that person from the past back into the present. And the problem is, you can't go back, and you can't bring that person back, because the honest to God truth is that person's already been through what I've been through, and you can't get the golden age back. You can get the golden age feel back, but you can't bring the old person back. I remember doing live shows on Facebook just to stay active, because I love doing this. I love making content. I can never stop. It's like a sickness. I love making people laugh. I love being there for people. I love making content. It's a sickness. It's a good type of sickness, but it's a sickness. I can't not do it. I love it. I love doing stuff like this. I love doing videos. I love spotlighting things. I love doing unboxings. Unboxings are my ultimate favorite thing in the world, next to doing comic reviews. I love doing entertainment, and I love doing playthroughs as well. We're going to get to that, I promise. The Direct is going to be a lot. I didn't have time to really work on this because I had gotten sick last week. I was hoping to do some flashy videos and whatnot, kind of like the Nintendo Directs work. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it this year, maybe next year, especially because I have my friend Smoke, who's working on helping me with editing a bit now as well. So we'll see. Maybe next year's Direct will have something more to show, maybe like as a recap video. But anyway, it's just I had a lot right now. Give me 2 seconds, everybody. I will be right back momentarily. Sorry about that. I had to take an important call. 2 seconds. But anyway, yeah, I love making content. It's one of the things I love doing. And even stepping away, like I said, I was making videos on YouTube talking about, we're going to bring back some of the older stuff. First, I was saying I am a newer person. I'm a different person. That goes without saying. I've grown from 19 to now. I am a new person already. I've been evolving and changing. We all are. We all have. When I met Mike T, he was way different than the way he is now. He's grown. I've grown. There's no way to bring the old you back, because the old you has gone through a lot to get to where you are now, the new you. You can bring some of that old feel back, which is what I'm going to hopefully do in the coming year. But at the end of the day, you can't bring that old version back. We've all grown. Even James. James is another one. James grew up from the past. James and Mike both have been with me since pretty much the beginning of Brooklyn Boys. And like I said, I was 19. Maybe James jumped in a couple of years later. I'm not sure. But 19, early 20s, all the way to now. We've all been on a journey. We've all had ups and downs, major and minor ups and downs. And that's what make us who we are today. So I'm not looking to bring the old golden age back. I'm looking to rein the modern day in. And pardon me, I'm still sick. I still am getting over being sick. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring in the modern day. And how we're going to do that is we're doing this direct, or I'm doing this direct, to talk about what's next. Where I'm going from here in the year 2022. So don't give up, by the way. Anyone watching this, because people are telling you you need to make money. Your hobby has to pay for itself or needs to have a purpose. It does not. It doesn't need to have a purpose. The purpose is it makes you happy. The purpose is if you're making YouTube videos, it makes you happy and it makes however many viewers who watch your content enjoy. You enjoy making the video, they enjoy watching your videos. Whether it be 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 100,000 people, 1,000,000. Markiplier started at the very bottom. He streamed Minecraft in a time where Yogscast was the most popular for Minecraft at the time. So if Markiplier can come from that and be the millionaire that he is today, anyone who puts in the effort, the time, and the work, you will see profit. Will it be 1,000,000 viewers? I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and promise you 1,000,000 viewers, because I would love to promise myself 1,000,000 viewers. Shit. But it will bring you loyal viewers. Because people will find you. They will look up videos that you might pop up. Maybe one day you'll get in that algorithm that I'm talking about. And then you will take off. Or, and this is the beautiful thing about this day and age, you don't even have to rely on algorithms anymore. There's a beautiful site called Discord. And you can join a server. And I am part of several servers where you make friends in that server. And a lot of servers have this little tab that's known as share my videos or self-promo. You take your videos and you put them in that self-promo, because that is basically the server's way of saying, hey, we want everybody who makes content to share their content and maybe someone will like it. Discord has become a huge platform for content creators. Because especially if you are in a community of people who want to share their content. Now, you share your content, you should check out other people's content as well, which I am very actively, I try as much as I can to be in other people's streams, whether a lurker or not. It's not as much YouTube right now, but I'm sure there are YouTube people out there that make YouTube content that share it on Discord. But that's the beautiful thing about Discord right now. You don't even have to rely on an algorithm. You can take your stuff and share it in your friend circles or in the Discord circles that you are a part of. And some Discords have huge communities of people. And you might get lucky. And one person in the community will be like, holy crap, you got to see this video that was just posted in the self-promo. And you get that whole community to watch it. And boom. Again, that's why Discord has been magical for so many people. So yes, you kind of got to promote yourself a bit out and you got to kind of get your work out there. But one day you don't even have to do that. You're going to have people that are going to subscribe to you and just come straight to your videos anyway. But that's one thing I've learned when it comes to Discord is there's always a community out there somewhere that doesn't know you exist yet. And when you post your video and they find out you exist, a lot of people are going to come your way. So use Discord to your advantage. Just don't spam people on Discord. I know a specific person whose name I will not mention right now, and his name literally popped directly into my head as I'm saying this. Don't over spam your product, though, to people. Because if you send people personally your videos, and then you send it all over the internet, and then you send it all over other places, people get a little annoyed and sick. Especially if you're a person who makes videos more than once a week. If you're going to spam people's inboxes, even newsletters, if you're going to spam people's inboxes or spam message people or spam their groups or spam, other places with 1,000,001 of your videos and really try to push a lot of people to watch, that is counterproductive. And that is definitely going to hurt your end game, because you are throwing your videos and stuff in people's faces and saying, look! And some people don't like having stuff shoved in their face. They would rather say, okay, if I like your stuff, I'm going to be either subscribed to you, I'm going to be a part of your Discord chat, I'm going to be a part of your Twitter feed, because Twitter is another beautiful place that you can share your stuff and people will find it. I'm going to be a part of that feed. So I don't need you to personally send me your videos. When I'm part of the feed, that gets it. And that just ends up getting you either blocked or and then it really hurts the end game of the views of your product. So a moderation of where you share it and how you share your product definitely need to be taken, or else it definitely hurts the view count at the end of the day. It will. Believe me. Like I said, and I've tried many times to mention that to multiple people, and they don't listen because they think it's more criticism than actual, me trying to help. So, is what it is. But again, those people also have the mindset of what I previously was talking about, where they need to make money or they need to make something of it, or else it's not worth it. See, I don't feel that way. So whatever, do it because you love it. Do it irregardless of the money you can make from it, because you know what, at the end of the day, we all only live for such a short time on this world. Whether you believe in reincarnation or not, that's up to you. When you reincarnate, you ain't going to remember this life anyway. So at the end of the day, you only live this personal life once, and it's very short. Human life is very criminally short at times, depending on your situation. Don't waste your time. I've wasted too many years. I'm not even going to give a number. I wasted too many years with, I need to make something of it. I wasted too many years listening to the wrong people. And luckily, I identified it early. I'm still young, or younger than I could have been if I discovered it too late. I consider myself lucky for discovering this at a younger age. I'm not super young anymore, but I'm young enough that I can still rectify and still have an enjoyable rest of my life. Some people don't realize it until they're in their 40s or 50s and half of their life is over with already. So, shout out to somebody out there I'm thinking of now, a different person who hopefully one day will wake up and realize he is in a situation with a monster that, oh boy. But that's his own problem, and he brought himself into that, so I'm not even going to get into that one. That's something that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about here. So we're going to go back to what we're talking about here. Do it because you love it. Love your life. Love what you do. And anyone who says anything otherwise, either tell them to shut up or get them out of your life. Because honestly, some people will look out for you. And it's the people that are just looking out for you that if you tell them this is what makes you happy, and you're not going to let it take over your life, and you just want to do it because you enjoy it, the people that care about you will stop hounding you. The people that continually hound you about you need to make money or you need to make something out of this, those are the people that you need to get out of your life ASAP. Because I tell you right now, it doesn't matter how much you make. I am overvalued. I have made so much through YouTube and Twitch. in the realm of friendships, family, people that I can say I love, that no value of money would ever make me want to switch that up. I would never in a million years. I am rich in friends, in viewers, in a community, in knowledge. I've gained so much knowledge, and I've taken on several jobs online that I've learned certain skills now, as a matter of fact, that otherwise I never would have learned or done or met or whatever because of doing YouTube videos. I am rich beyond my years in that. And anyone who's sitting there laughing, going, well, you'll never make any money. Well, that's fine. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Maybe it's none of your damn business how much money I make. You're here. Well, some of you are here to spy, I'm sure. But those of you that are here to watch a video, or are here to watch a stream, or are here to be entertained. And that's what I'm here for, to provide that. Nothing more. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here like people, looking to make $1 million like Markiplier. I'm here to do a simple job. And I'm doing it to the best of my ability. And unfortunately, I didn't do it for 2 years now. And I've tried update videos. I've tried bringing back series, and things fell through. Now let's talk about that. Why did things fall through? Because we need to move on, because we've been talking about this for an hour now. So we have Twitch and we have YouTube. And the problem here was I have a lot that I do on a weekly scale. And that comes first, because that involves family. And that stuff keeps me busy from 8 in the morning until about 9 o'clock at night, give or take. Maybe I get a couple of hours break somewhere or whatnot, but for the most part, during the week, I am mostly busy. The weekend, I'm free. So, streaming, making a schedule, that's not going to happen, unfortunately, because the only time I would be able to schedule anything would be after 10 p.m. Eastern. And that is when most people are either asleep, especially if you're in England or in Europe, or getting ready for sleep if you're talking West Coast. So, streaming is not going to be getting a schedule. As a matter of fact, assessing what happened in the 2021-2022 year, if we want to do that. I mean, this is the first episode, first ever direct, but I'll talk about last year. The conflict I was having in making videos and streaming was just that. Do I stream tonight or do I make a video? And it was because I had that conflict going on from, well, we're in August, from August to this August. That conflict is why it made making new videos hard, or streaming hard, because if I wasn't streaming, I wanted to record. But because I was so involved, I always thought I could stream a little and then record. By the time I was done with stream, I was exhausted. Let's be fair here, especially after doing about a 3 to 4 hour stream. I didn't want to make a video. My throat was dead. I was talking for hours on stream, laughing, screaming, what have you, depending on the video game. It wasn't working. We had a conflict. We have a conflict. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a conflict. And that conflict is streaming versus videos. And if we're going to make YouTube something here, we're going to have some impacts elsewhere. Now, as you all know, I do Dark Avenger Live. That is a weekly show, and we'll talk about that when we get into the channel stuff. I love doing shows like this, where I'm sitting in front of a camera and I'm trying to avoid looking at my computer screen, but because I don't need to see this, but I love doing shows like this where I could talk with people. And the problem is you need those people to talk to, or else if you're talking to nobody, hopefully you have enough content like I had to keep the show going until the end. But anyway, that's a major factor and something we'll talk about in the future. But there is a Chaotic Falcon YouTube channel, and that's going to get its own little section too. So, in order to get this direct off the ground and get things that I'm going to talk about in this direct started, one place is going to get impacted. And quite unfortunately, that place is going to be here. I love streaming on Twitch. Again, I've met a lot of really awesome people here. Some people I call wifey, some people that, I mean, it was thanks to video games that I met Brilly, and it's also thanks to VR chat that I've met people like Zira, and people like Malian and Yuri, and a few other people that, you know, thousands of people thanks to VR chat. And I value that a lot. However, the beautiful thing is everyone who's here on Twitch easily can find me on YouTube as well, and have found YouTube videos of mine on YouTube. And I know that they'll come over, you know, especially if I make videos, in the comments. And again, we also have our Discord communities, so I still have them with me no matter what, because I have Discord now. So I don't have to worry about losing anyone by saying that I'm going to be streaming a lot less on Twitch. And I might actually be switching Streamlabs over to YouTube to start streaming back on my YouTube channel to get those views back up a bit when it comes to Dark Avenger Live. So I will still be streaming on Twitch occasionally, don't get me wrong. However, there will be no schedule, and it will be really less often, because the free time I have during the week now, I'm going to be spending doing videos. That is what I'm going to be doing, and that is what's going to lead us into this direct. Because what videos are going to be coming on what channel and why is what we're going to talk about. And the beautiful thing is we are going to talk about Chaotic Falcon's YouTube channel. So Chaotic Falcon isn't just going to go away or shut itself down. Maybe the Twitch isn't going to have as much activity as it used to, but the YouTube channel will have activity. And like I said, I'm going to talk about that. Let's look at the comments real quick, because I've seen Mike post a lot, and I saw Zero a few times. He talked about Markiplier, Jack, and Matt. Part have been complaining about the lack of communication with YouTube. Yes, I know. This is why a lot of bigger people have Twitch, a streaming service, TikTok merch appearing. Exactly, and I have a TikTok, by the way, also, and we're going to talk about the social medias. That's towards the end. We'll talk about all the social medias, because my social medias, other than Twitter, which has Chaotic Falcon and Dark Avenger separate, when it comes to all the other social medias, everything is combined. Instagram is a combination of Chaotic Falcon and Dark Avenger. TikTok is a combination of Chaotic Falcon and Dark Avenger. And I don't use any of the other social medias right now. And Discord is Discord. Discord is just the entire community all together. So, yeah, Mike's right. And merchandise, I mean, again, if I find a really nice artist, I had a really awesome artist friend of mine. Her name is Felice. She did the wolf emote, or the wolf icon that you all see now on my Facebook and in several places, like on Discord and whatnot. I also have my ref sheet for my character, my my wolf characters, thanks to Felice. So anyway, appearances, yeah, I mean, if things get big, I always had one dream, and that dream still stands to this day, and that is to have a panel, whether it be at New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, or a small comic convention, whatever. There is a Brooklyn comic convention. I don't care. I would love to one day have a panel at a convention. That would be really cool. I was unlucky. I got first appearance and first issue of Silk. Oh, yes, and you do need first printing. Thank you, Mike T. That's right. Because there's second printings, third printings, fourth printings now. Yes, it does need to be a first printing. I forgot about the first printing bullshit. Remember talking about this. Brand, we talked about that. Don't over promise or under deliver, which is something I've done for several years now, which is why these directs, get a couple of eye rolls, I'm sure. They lost me when Batman was Jim Gordon. I believe that. They might have lost you even more now, Mike T. I have a really good feeling I know who you're talking. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Mike. You know exactly who I'm talking about. That's all nutty talk. I can point you at a streamer that frequently has 100 plus viewers who didn't even apply for affiliate. Yep, we've talked about that, Zira. You guys were 90. We talked about that one. I talked about that one. I can only imagine how much I've changed. Yep, we've been there. I bet we thought of the same. Yes, we did again. I still have them. Okay, we're all basically catching up here. I'm trying to catch up to everything. Love you too. I love you too, Mike T. I don't know if I'm behind, but you're on an ad break. Yeah, there are ads on Twitch. See, that's another thing. On YouTube, there won't be ads. Already asleep. You're already asleep. That's about my streaming. You should set days aside for them. Get consistency for your followers. Yeah, that's the thing. I can't do that. So if I can't do that, then I'm not going to be focusing on setting time aside for streaming, because I'm going to be setting it aside for video making, because I don't have that much. That's why I'm in my Twitch and YouTube the same name. Yeah, but I mean, I did have this as the same name for a while, and I like having its own identity. I like having my gaming having its own identity. And what's up, Cheese? I see Cheese giving a heart. And speaking of Tevia, there's Tevia. Tevia, I already kind of mentioned you a little bit, because we were talking about the drama going on in the comic book realm, and how certain people watch the doom and gloom stuff and then come over to the people trying to be positive about it. And Tevia, I've seen you on multiple channels that I've been watching lately, especially one person in particular who's been focusing on all the changes that DC Comics are making. And as much as I do kind of agree with that person a little bit, I disagree with his doom and gloom, and the comic book realm is going to pot. So I'm going to say this in advance, Tevia. Do not come here and start to bring doom and gloom about comic books. I know what's going on in DC. I know a lot needs to be changed, but I'm going to tell you right now, at the same time, there's some good stuff still going on. Awesome. As long as we're on the same page, Tevia, we're going to be fine. But I have seen your comments in there. And again, like I was saying, when it comes to the comic book realm, we're in a season. It's a season. It's an interesting season. But this too shall pass. The New 52 passed. The all different superheroes era in Marvel has passed. This will pass. Eventually the stupid will be pushed out and the good stories will be brought back in. That's all we want as readers. The Flash, yeah. I have to catch up on Flash still. Yeah, there's still good books out there. The season of stupid we're in right now, if anything. The propaganda will die, because eventually even the people that are being, the faction that they're talking about, they're even sick of hearing this stuff in comic books. As a part of one of the communities, I'm getting sick of seeing myself being portrayed in comic books. In my opinion, it's like movies. Not everything is for everyone. Agreed. Very true. So, we talked about Twitch and how I'm going to be using my free time to make videos once again. Let's actually talk YouTube. And when I talk YouTube, that means that I won't be answering chat right away. I know I've been doing a shit job of that already, because I was talking about passion and love and whatnot. But I do have to do this because these are going to be cut off into videos, these two sections. And both videos are going to end up on Dark Avenger Entertainment and Dark Avenger Media. Now, let's talk about that real quick before I even get into that. Dark Avenger C86, the name has changed. Not the URL. The URL is still youtube.com/DarkAvengerC86. However, when you go on YouTube, you're going to notice it says Dark Avenger Media now. So what does that mean? Dark Avenger C86 has always been a comic book media YouTube channel. And this is a way to keep me accountable for Dark Avenger Media. The one thing that channel has gone through, and we talked about why, because of everybody getting in my ear, and because I was trying to get viewers, or I was trying to change things up because things were down, or whatever, the view count, whatever. That channel has gone through so many different iterations. It went from a comic review channel to an everything channel, to a vlogging channel, to a just comic reviews channel, back to the way it originally was channel. Now we have a title, and this is what it is. Dark Avenger Media is about the media. In comic books, in video games, in movies and TV. That is the site where you're going to get all the juicy media, my opinions, reviews, overviews, what I'm picking up, all that awesome stuff there. It's gonna be there. However, if you are a fan of the vlogging and the unboxings, because that is one thing that is not media. Unboxings is not media. I asked this on my Discord. The first question I asked on Discord, would unboxings be classified as media or entertainment? And a predominant 100% of the community said entertainment. So I said, okay. So unboxings will no longer be on Dark Avenger Media. Because there's another channel I opened a while ago that I was going to make specifically just for vlogging. And it was just my name. It was plainly just my name. It's not just my name anymore. There's another channel out there now called Dark Avenger Entertainment. And that has its own URL now. That has its own channel now. And if you enjoyed vlogs, unboxings, card openings, mail time, any type of random video, that is going to be your channel. Because that is the second Dark Avenger channel now. So if you are wanting comic book media, comic book stuff, you're going to want to check that channel out. However, if you like watching videos where people go to comic shops or go around to like Nintendo New York and then buy stuff and then show it off on videos, you might like entertainment, Dark Avenger Entertainment. Or maybe, just maybe, which I'm hoping all of you here are, maybe you like both. So you can get the best of both worlds right now. You can go over to YouTube. Dark Avenger C86 is the media. Dark Avenger Entertainment is the entertainment. Go over if you haven't already and subscribe to both of those channels. Because both of those channels are part of this direct. Both of those channels are going to get their own section in a moment where I talk about what you're going to see. And both of those channels are going to be active starting, I would love to say, at the end of this month, beginning of September, the latest. However, there is a third channel. And this is why streaming is going to be nearly impossible to schedule. And it isn't going to be scheduled because I'm not going to overpromise and underdeliver, as Mike T mentioned. The third channel is exactly the same name as this Twitch, Chaotic Falcon 86. And that channel is going to be my Let's Play channel. This will be gone. You will not see this. There is no IRL camera. There is nothing but a video game, a capture card, and my voice. On Chaotic Falcon 86, there will be Let's Plays. There will be stories. I will not be doing much multiplayer. There will be some multiplayer on there. Again, I don't want to spoil it because we're going to get into what videos you can expect on Chaotic Falcon 86. And James, dear James in the comments, Carberry80, is actually a part of one of those things. Hi, Yuri. Welcome in. So we're going to get to that momentarily about Chaotic Falcon 86 on YouTube. But that is going to be where the Let's Plays are. So if you like entertainment, if you like media, and if you like gaming, those are the three places you should be checking out right now. Dark Avenger Media, Dark Avenger Entertainment, and Chaotic Falcon 86. Now, this direct, this first annual direct that will be happening once a year, will be, hi Brilly, will be happening yearly. And again, this will be a year in review, what's coming next, and some little surprises. This is why I love Nintendo Directs and why I thought this was perfect. Dark Avenger Direct. D-A-D. What am I? A dad. It fits perfectly. I love it. So we're going to go with it. The dad, once a year. Hell yeah. No, I will never call myself the father of comic books. Fuck that. But anyway, I'm allowed to drop one F-bomb. Um, let's talk about what's coming to YouTube now, because I am sure a lot of you are curious what we're going to be doing. So we're going to start with Chaotic Falcon 86. Let's get that out of the way. We're on the Chaotic Falcon 86 Twitch channel. Let us get into that. So what we're going to be doing when it comes to Chaotic Falcon 86 is we have walkthroughs that we're going to be doing. Can I get that? Thank you. Oh God, my computer restarted itself and I didn't realize that it closed Windows, the Microsoft Word. I almost lost everything. There you are. Thank you. So when it comes to the Chaotic Falcon YouTube channel, I have 3 things that we're going to be doing on the Chaotic Falcon YouTube channel in the coming months. I have 2 games that one game that's out already, one that will be coming out. So Dying Light 2 was on a poll on my YouTube, on my Twitter, and in my Discord, and it won. It won by, I think, 2 votes as the first playthrough for the YouTube channel. So Dying Light 2 will be one of the first playthroughs I do on the YouTube channel. Other than that, I did do another poll where I asked, do you want to see more Switch games? And that got a 99% yes, with only 1 vote that was a no. So we're going to be doing some Switch games on the YouTube channel as well. And the good news is there's a Switch game coming out in less than 2 weeks, and that's Splatoon 3. So we will be doing Splatoon 3 and Dying Light 2 as our first 2 Let's Plays. After that, we will grab other games. Now, the YouTube channel is going to be a mix of new and old. We're going to have some newer games on there and some older games on there. For Halloween this year, I've already got some cool ideas to revisit Dead Space, to revisit Soma now as a video instead of a live stream, and we'll see what other horror games come out that I might be interested in doing, while also doing the 2 Let's Plays that I already have set out to start in September. There is one final series that all of you are going to be seeing on the Chaotic Falcon YouTube channel that is going to be a crossover with myself and my friend James. And that is going to be a little series we're calling Smash League. Myself and James set out to make a Super Smash Brothers Wrestling League. The first video will be dropping hopefully within the next week or 2 on my channel, and that is going to be the draft. The draft will be explained. We will explain on the draft everything. I have no idea what that is, Tevia. The draft will explain everything. The shows, when they're going to be on, or uploaded, I should say, and who is going to be on what show. Because the Smash Brothers roster is a huge roster. So we took the roster and divided it up into 2 shows. One on my channel, one on James's channel. And then, of course, we're going to work on doing pay-per-views once a month at some point. So that is what you can expect on the Chaotic Falcon YouTube channel. And the beautiful thing is, for this first direct, it is also the birth of the Chaotic Falcon 86 YouTube channel. Because at this moment, it was only used as an archive. It will now be its own channel as well. So I'm super happy about that. So let's get into the Dark Avenger realm now, shall we? I mean, this is a Dark Avenger Direct. Let's talk about the media. Let's talk about the media, because I think that's why Tevia's here. Tevia, this is a real nice kind of like crossover. Because I've got Tevia, who's part of my YouTube community, who's known me for a good decade almost already. And then I have people like Cheese, Brilly, Yuri, Zira, who've known me thanks to VR Chat for the past 1.5 years, almost 2 years. And then you got people like Mike T and James in the chat who've known me since 2007. This is a great mix-up of people who've known me all throughout the eras. I love it. Anyway, so Dark Avenger Media. what are we going to be doing in the coming year on Dark Avenger Media. So, as always, there's the Dark Avenger comic book review. I really tried to do it weekly. I have a new format I'm working on. And if I like that new format, we will keep the Dark Avenger comic book review weekly. However, if I see it's not working out, the one change that will be happening to the comic review is it will go monthly. I really am pushing to keep the show weekly. We're going to try, starting September, to make it weekly under the new format. And if it doesn't work, when October comes, I will be switching it to monthly. So let's keep our fingers crossed, everybody, that for Dark Avenger Media, the comic reviews stay weekly. Maybe it won't work. I hope it does work. But I want to keep this realistic. So we're going to keep it realistic and say that right now, the Dark Avenger comic book review series will be back to a weekly format. We're going to call it the Dark Avenger comic book review, as we always have, and we're going to see where we go. We had a really nice couple of months worth of the chaotic reviews. I liked it, but the format was that of the old show, and I think things need to change. And that is why I'm redoing the original title with a new spin to it. So we're going to do that. Episode 1 should be the first week of September's books. Newer videos. There are going to be, we're going to touch on news. We're going to touch on news in the comic realm. We're going to touch on news in the gaming realm. And we're going to touch on news in the movies and TV realm. Now, here's the deal. I know a lot of you want me to talk about a lot of different things. Lord knows, Tevye leaves me a list of things sometimes that he'd like to hear me talk about. If I remember correctly, on Comic Book Weekly, at the very start of the show, and Tevye, correct me if I'm wrong, Tevye would have a list of things that he wanted to make sure that we were talking about. There is a way to send me things that you'd like to hear me talk about. In the links in the description below, if you're watching this on YouTube, is a link to the Discord community. Join the Discord community and feel free, if you see something in the news and you want to hear my opinion on it, feel free to share it in the Discord. And if I can, I'll make a video. I'll make a short video about it and then post it on YouTube. Because I'll be honest, I really try my hardest to keep up with the news, but things sometimes fall through the cracks because there are so many news outlets out there that sometimes I don't find all of the really good news. So, if you find something that you'd like to hear me talk about, video games, comic books, movies, TV, join the Discord and share it in the Discord. I'm going to be making a channel specifically for you guys to share stuff that you want to hear me talk about. Anything and everything in the news is for grabs. Share it. Maybe I will want to talk about it. I will be doing reviews on more than just comic books. I will be doing Let's Plays on Chaotic Falcon, like I mentioned. So I will be talking about games. We're going to do game reviews as we get through them. I don't watch a lot of TV or movies, as you all know. I mean, video games and comic books take up a lot of my time. However, our Discord community is going to have movie nights and TV and show nights. If I'm going to be watching, I could share my opinion on it. So those will be joining the Dark Avenger Media channel. Hooray, TV and movie finally made it back. I know a few of you are very happy about this because a lot of you have been asking me to review movies and TV. There you go. It's in. Now, there are two future plans. One that's a more near than far future, and one that's going to take a while. Most anticipated. was a series that really was building up strong on Dark Avenger Media. A lot of you loved it. To hear the books that I'm going to be talking about in the review, my top 10 favorite books, most anticipated books of the year, of the week. The year, oh my God. That's another thing. We'll talk about that, the year. I will be bringing most anticipated back at some point. Once we get the reviews solid, whether it be weekly or monthly, and we get those books read again, you know, because I've been away from comics for a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. And I've missed out on a lot of different books right now, and I need to catch up, especially Moon Knight. I really want to catch up on Moon Knight. When we catch up on the books, then we will talk about most anticipated. Now, I talked about a year review, and I talked about a year this, a year that. I'm going to start taking a tally starting September. My year is not going to be January of 2023 because I haven't started reading yet. My year is going to be from August to August, which is kind of bad because if you really think about it, and I might actually just skip 2022 and do it in 2023 instead. I will be doing my top favorites of the year. I might, if I have the chance, and it is technically September, October, November, December. It is 4 months. I might do a very small version of it for 2023. Like more of a, I'm liking these so far. Let's see if they make it in the year 2024. But I am going to be doing a top favorite series, a yearly annual series where I talk about my top 5 to 10 books. It's not going to be an award show like what Frontline did, but at the same time, I will be spotlighting my favorite series and series that I believe you should go back and check out if you missed it in the year. Obviously, we're almost done with 2022. We could try for 2023, but I mean, we could do the 4 months of 2022 if some stuff really did jump out at me. But I feel like we're not going to get the actual feel, the actual show until the start of 2024, because 2023 will officially be my first full year back in comic books, and I feel like I could be fairer than I can with only 4 months. But I'll do something small for the 4 months for all of you, because I'm sure some of you want to see it. Also, and this is the near future one, what you're seeing right here, Dark Avenger Live. Y'all love Dark Avenger Live. I love having you guys come out and talking with all of you in the comments about comic books, video games, everything. But that's the thing, and that is why I have to say it like this right now. Dark Avenger Live is my live show, but it relies heavily on the people that watch it. Because while I can sit here and I could talk about the news, the comic books, all the stuff I've already done in previous videos, the viewers make Dark Avenger Live. Without you, Dark Avenger Live is only half complete. The premise of Dark Avenger Live, which was actually the start of all the live shows you see today, Dark Avenger Live was the official first that led to Comic Book Weekly on Comic Frontline. Dark Avenger Live relies on everybody who watches it because it is an interactive live show. I talk to you, I read the chat, I answer questions, I answer comments on videos, on comic books, and this is where we interact for a good 60 to 90 minutes with one another. So, as much as I want to bring Dark Avenger Live back, and I am going to bring Dark Avenger Live back because I love doing shit like this right now, I need all of you also. Because if you are not here, and I am doing a Dark Avenger Live where no one is chatting in the chat, those live shows are only going to be about 30 minutes long. Because once I'm done saying what I'm got to say, once I'm done reviewing what I want to review or talking about news pieces that I want to talk about, if I'm not talking to anybody, if nobody's talking back, and no one's here, there's no Dark Avenger Live. It's just a half-hour show about me recapping everything I made videos on already. So I need all of you to be here with me on Dark Avenger Live so we can keep Dark Avenger Live alive. Now, I will still be doing Dark Avenger Live because I feel like it's a live show that a lot of people related to. Whether it be, some people can't make it. Don't think I'm forcing you to make it. I know a lot of you can't make it. Some people watch it post live and love it, and I appreciate that. So if you can't make it, you can't make it. But if you can make it, I do hope you come and spend a little bit of time with myself and the community, so this way we can have this back and forth and we can talk about comic books, video games, movies, TV, everything. And yes, also there are, thank you for reminding me, time zones. It is true. I mean, right now in America, it is 3 p.m., but in New Zealand, for example, it is 8 in the morning. So, yeah, I understand time zones as well. So, hopefully, when I bring Dark Avenger Live back, all of you will be there. I will try to announce it as far in advance as I can so people can make the time to make sure to be there. Because I feel like I didn't make the proper time. I didn't properly announce when Dark Avenger Live was going to be happening. And maybe that, out of everything, like Mike T mentioned earlier, needs a schedule. That I might work on making a specific day at a specific time. So maybe if all of you know it's going to be, for example, Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern, you'll know that on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern, that is when Dark Avenger Live is going to be. But it won't be Monday. It'll probably be on the weekends now. So it might be Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. But if you know it's on Saturday and you know it's at 9 p.m. Eastern, maybe you'll at least know, okay, so that's the day, that's the time. We're going to do it that way. So I'm going to work on making a scheduled day for Dark Avenger again. Not change it. That is it. In stone. That day, that time. So maybe it'll allow for all of you to make the time and know that that is the day the show is going to be on. And that is the day that we're going to be doing the event. So that's it for Dark Avenger Media. That's what you could expect in the 2022-2023 year. Now, let's go over to Dark Avenger Entertainment. Hello, it's Dragon. Welcome in. Dark Avenger Entertainment is a newer channel. I created this channel back in, I want to say, 2018, 17. Either way, it is a fairly new channel. It's a little babby channel still, but we're going to help grow the baby into something big. So originally that channel was made for vlogging and vlogging alone. And vlogs are still going to be there. Let me start this off with there will be vlog videos there. However, we're going to expand on it a little, stretch it out, and add a little bit more to it. So, as you all know, on Dark Avenger Media, I did a lot of unboxings. I did a vote on my Discord. The vote said that 100% of the vote said unboxings classify as entertainment. So, while there will be vlogging, and vlogs are going to start actually very soon. I know I'm not doing too much right now. Life is not exactly booming with stuff to do right now. But I do want to start the series at least to give it a little bit of a start. To kind of start it up. I will thank you in a moment, Dragon. I want to give it a little bit of a intro. So I do want to start it up so this way we can work the bugs out, figure out editing, because I do have a friend that wants to edit for me. Figure out editing and figure out exactly what I want to vlog about and how I'm going to do it. Because in the future, what my hopes are is that Midtown is right in the city. The train is 2 blocks down from me, and it's a 45-minute ride to the city. So my hope one day is to have a weekly visit to Midtown, Nintendo New York. You guys are killing me in the chat. This is a video, but I'm recording this live, as I mentioned probably in the description. Thank you all so much for all the subscriptions. So we're going to work on starting it small as just a regular vlog, and then hopefully getting it to a point where it's like that trip once a week to the city to get the books. Because eventually I do want to switch my comic book buying from, instead of getting it delivered from a warehouse, into making an order on Midtown's pre-order system and then picking it up in the city. A, to save on shipping, and B, because I would like to be back in a comic book shop surrounding, and I think it would make for a really great series. Oh, geez, I hope that not if that happens right now, I'll die laughing. But that's my hope, is to one day get it to a point where we have a series where we're recording weekly trips, whether it be to get comic books. I have a few other things. I don't want to throw out future plans too much, but I know a few people in chat on Twitch already know what the end goal is for the vlog series, but we're going to start it off small. We're going to start it off just vlogging small things here, there, and everywhere. Maybe hopefully making it somehow weekly, and then stretching it out and getting it to the point where, like I said, it'll be a weekly trip to the city and more. Card openings. I love Magic the Gathering. You all know this. I have a bunch of backstock that I was going to be doing on Dark Avenger from 2 years ago to now. You would like that, Dragon. I'm going to talk with you about that in a moment. So we're going to be doing an opening of all the backstock I have, and we're going to be continuing that moving forward. We're going to be doing a lot of Magic card openings from time to time. Again, I don't want to overwhelm the entertainment channel with just one series. I want to keep it as the everything, as a all around entertainment channel. So there will be card openings. However, we're going to spread it out in a way where it's not just card openings. We're going to have the vlogs. We're going to have the card openings. We're going to have the unboxings. If anything, I want the unboxings and the vlog to be the strong points of the channel. Then you got the card openings, and then for those of you that don't know, my son Tommy and I did a series on Dark Avenger a while back where we tasted all the new types of Oreos. There already is a video recorded, and I'm going to be editing that together, and that will be on the Dark Avenger Entertainment channel as well. There will be family videos from time to time, children videos for sure, but I will be doing Oreo tasting videos with my son again. You'll be seeing a few of those pop up every once in a while. Like I said, I have one that I'm in the works with now. I have two others that are going to be coming soon. And then I'm sure Oreo is going to be making new flavors. All the old Oreo videos have been deleted because of the COPA thing. We'll go back and revisit those cookies. And hopefully by that point, there will be new cookies out there to do the taste testing on. There are other things also. I've seen special foods and drinks that Tommy and I definitely can try. My chat and Twitch is trying to break me. So look forward to all of those videos in the coming months on Dark Avenger Entertainment. My hope is to get Dark Avenger Entertainment, Dark Avenger Media, and Chaotic Falcon 86 to work hand in hand with one another on YouTube. But that's what you can expect for the videos on the channel for right now. Y'all tried to break me while I'm making a video. Dragon, thank you so much for subscribing. Yuri, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Brilly, thank you for the gifted subs. Why? Dragon, thank you for the additional 3 gifted subs. Oh my god. So we're on a level 3 hype train. Let me actually get the alert box up for this one because I don't think it'll pop up now. Oh my god. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was breaking in the middle of making the video for YouTube. Oh, God. You guys, thank you. Thank you all so much. Now, wait. Did Brilly gift... I want to see. Who gifted Mike T so I get it right? Was it Brilly that gifted Mike T? Sub to... Wait, what? Oh, what? Wait. Confused. Did Mike T subscribe to Brilly Band? Wait. Big Mike T gifted a tier 1 sub to Brilly. Okay, Mike gifted Brilly. Oh, my God. No. Yeah, it's good that Mal is sleeping. Yes, it's very good that Mal is sleeping. Don't bring Malian into this. She doesn't need to be involved in this. And Dragon adds another 2. And we're at level 4. You guys are crazy. Oh, God. Thank you so much. Somebody, nobody do level 5. Nobody do level 5. Nobody do level 5. That is a lot of subs. That's a lot. No more. That's good. We're good. Thank you guys for doing this. And you got me. You really did. Dark Avenger Entertainment's video is going to be very interesting now, because when I cut this up, and you see that towards the end of the entertainment video, I'm breaking because of the fact that I'm getting gifted subs. What is Rich? I wish I knew what Rich was. Announce your Discord. Oh, Dragon, we know Dragon has a Discord. We know Dragon of Spades has a Discord. So that was the direct. So to sum it up for everybody who missed it, Dragon, you mentioned a comic shop, going to a comic shop. My hope when it comes to the entertainment channel is to get to a point where I will be doing vlogs weekly. And one of the things I would love to do is go to my local Midtown again. So comic shops are fun. There's a lot of stuff. Bring money for sure, because things get expensive. And I did forget something for the Dark Avenger Entertainment, but that's okay. So, who's going to work? Oh, Brilly's going to work. Okay, babe, have a good shift at work. Be safe. But one of the things I am going to be doing with the unboxing series right now is I'm going to be playing catch up. I don't think this had to be in the entertainment one. I could just say it here. So with the unboxing videos, I've been doing a catch up with the unboxing. So I did an update on the Magic card intake so far that I have, the collection I have so far of things I have to unbox or open. I will be doing one on comic books and books, but that is going to be only for the past 2 months because everything else I have put away already. Thank you, babe. And I will be doing one for the figures I've been getting over the past 3 years, because I mean, it's not like I've been it's not like I've been getting. Oh, there's a doggy. Hi, Snowball. Snowball. There you are. So it's not like I've been. It's not like the collection's been building up for some time now. I'm not doing channel. I'll have Zero refund you, babe. I'm not doing those for the Dark Avenger Direct. I'm sorry, babe, but Zero will refund you your points for another time. But yeah, so I'll be updating the figures, I'll be updating the books, and then I'll be doing an update / unboxing for movies and TV Blu-rays, and then going from there. Question. Okay, Tevia. Oh boy. Okay, I haven't had to deal with Tevia questions for a while. Okay, I'm ready. I just wondering if Angry Italian or any of the old gags you used to do, because I saw those old videos and they look like fun. Okay, Angry Italian. Yay! Thank you, Yuri. Level 5. Yuri is the Malian of this chat. Yuri is definitely the Malian of this chat today. Level 5 hype train. Yuri, that's 10 or 15 gift subs. Oh, right. We're getting to this is level 4, right? I'm sorry. I'm behind. Oh, God. Thank you, Yuri. Thank you so much. Only bring back Angry Italian if you can dive off a ladder through a table. No. Mike T. Okay, what Mike T is referencing, for those of you that don't know, is there was a scene in a series that me and my brother recorded on Brooklyn Boys where my brother got to the top of a ladder and had to jump off into a bush. That's Michael. I don't do that. Michael's the one that goes to the top of the ladder and jumps off. I don't do that. I'm the one that stands there recording it. I'm the Matt Hardy. He's the Jeff Hardy. He jumps. I watch and record. Yuri and Malian work in mute. Whoa. Thank you, Muty, for gifting that. Can't be who I think it is. That is who I think it is. Whoa. That's interesting. Muty. We'll talk off stream about that, but the person, usually when you gift someone, right, that's a person who's watched the channel before. Yeah? Usually that's how gift subs work. Because the person Muty gifted is somebody I didn't expect to. Oh boy, that's interesting. If they gifted, they are watching live. Really? Can be random. And someone else watching live, I think. Or someone that follows me. Interesting. Man, this just took a turn, man. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, we're not going to focus on that. But anyway, Dragon, you would love a comic shop. You would really love a comic shop's background. I personally loved Midtown the few times I've went. I used to have a comic shop when I was younger that was just 4 blocks down from where I live. And it was a trip. I missed that shop a lot. Zero! Zero with another 5. We're now at level 5. That girl beta. That girl beta. Okay. Formative Fox, Senpai, Spartan, and Has. We are at 123%. Woo. Thank you for... Are you done? Do I hear level... There is no level 8! There's no level 8! Feel the love, mother... I feel it. I wasn't expecting it. I was definitely not expecting it. This was supposed to be just for YouTube. But thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I said 6, Chris, not 8. Oh, there is no level 6 either. The hype train's over. Mike, the hype train's over. I'm sitting back here. It looks like an 8. I gotta come real close to see it. How far can this go? It's over. It's over. Thank you all. Dragon, Yuri, Mike, and Zira. Thank you all so much for all the gifts. You didn't have to, and I truly, truly, honestly appreciate that. And Muty, thank you for the interesting gift. I will definitely... Your gift definitely speaks volumes for me. Your gift speaks more volumes than I wanted to know today. But your gift definitely speaks volumes about my viewers. Yes, yes. Muty's gift is definitely an eye-opener. Badge says the opposite? What does Yuri's badge say? Gift leader 2, where's Yuri's? Is current hype train conductor. I'm confused. Me did nothing. Oh, because Yuri said that they did nothing, and it's no, my friend, no. I hack. Yeah, you hack. You hack like that pizza time, huh? You hack like that pizza time. No. I got it. Yuri said that they did nothing. Love you, Yuri. You liar. Tell me you didn't do something that you did. But that's my hope when it comes to the videos, is to get back to some entertainment. I'm not looking to make money. Again, I've got other avenues where I make a little bit of money right now, which is the good thing. Videos are more my way of kind of giving back to all of you. And hopefully all of you will move with me to YouTube. Again, I will not be leaving Twitch completely behind. I will still be doing Twitch. I will still be doing streams from time to time. However, priority is going to fall on the videos first. And then when the videos are done, they will go back to when I have freer time streaming. As far as Twitch, I mean, I could really briefly mention anything that's multiplayer I'll be doing on Twitch. I will be moving apartments soon. So when I move apartments, I'm also going to be working on getting VR chat onto Twitch a bit. Hopefully everybody here who's on VR chat, like Yuri and Dragon and Zira and Brilly, all of you will come and hang out as well while I'm doing streams on Twitch. But why don't you dual stream when you do stream YouTube and Twitch? I might. I might. I don't know yet. Only apartments, Mike. Only apartments. Apartments. Same house, different apartment. I still know what VR chat. Tevya, VR chat is a very interesting... If you have Steam, it's a free game. VR chat is a really cool, awesome social experiment. And I've loved VR chat a lot. Over the past 2 years, a lot of really close friends I've made through VR chat. And if you have a PC that can run it, you don't need a VR headset. You could play it in desktop mode if you like. It's not really something that requires you to have VR, but because I have VR, I can be in VR or in PC mode. I prefer VR over the PC, but I mean, lately I've been using PC a bit more. Your avatar would be stream ready. Yuri, you've streamed your avatar. Or do you mean your newer avatar? Because I see you on Reels all the time. Or do you have a new stream avatar you're talking about? Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I see the monkey face. Why, Yuri? Why? Why you do this? Why you do this, Yuri? We could stream cuddle times and whatnot. That's what VR chat is, Tevia. There you go. VR chat is hanging out, cuddle time with friends, and there are certain worlds where you can interact and do stuff in. There's some horror maps too. But cuddle times are always the best. Hype popcorn. But that's really it for the Dark Avenger Direct. I really hope everybody enjoyed. If there are any... Oh, God, I'm not answering Tevia's question. Tevia, Angry Italian. So, how can we work Angry Italian into this if we really wanted to? Where would Angry Italian work? Because, see, Angry Italian, for those of you that don't know what Angry Italian is, I made a skit series up where I acted like an angry Italian man, and I was angry about fill in the blank. Pick a subject of something bad that's going on. So, I mean, the one from the Twitter post. Oh, the Twitter post. Gotcha. Okay. So, the thing is, yeah, Secret Wars. I did it on Secret Wars. That was the first one. Won't redeem points, but make sure to drink plenty of water. Yeah, thank you. I actually might do that real quick. So the thing is, I would act angry about whatever. Something stupid happened in comics. I'd bring out the Italian. What are you freaking doing? I don't know. But the thing is, I did that for news. And it was a comedy kind of way. So, I mean, we could. What might be that's what I'm saying. What would make for a good series? What would work for Angry Italian in the year 2022 or in general? Batgirl Angry Italian. Yeah, there was a one for Batgirl also. So first of all, Angry Italian would not be on the media. That would have to be on entertainment. Because media, like I said, it's reviews and whatnot. So, and you can brainstorm on this as well, Tevia, if you'd like. I won't bring Angry Italian back now. However, if I could find a way to make a future series about it, there is TikTok. I could bring in a TikTok series for Angry Italian. I could also do shorts on YouTube now. YouTube does have shorts, which basically I could make the TikTok and then just transfer it over to YouTube on Dark Avenger Entertainment as a short. Could be like a grind my... Yeah, exactly. It would be more of a grind my gears situation. It would have to be a what grinds my gears with the Italian accent. I'd have to go find a fedora again, because that fedora's gone. And I know, how about Angry Italian on comic book events? But see, now that's, yeah, comic book events might work. Maybe with a game you could do a funny skip moment. We could do that too. I'll tell you what. I will take everything that you all are telling me, and I'll put it on that. I have a little like post-it on my computer. I will take these ideas and I'll put them with the Angry Italian. What I want to do is I want to focus on what I promised first. So I want to get everything that I mentioned earlier out first. We're going to get all that done first. Angry Italian is not hard to do. It's not a very trying series. It doesn't even involve edits. It literally involves me hitting record, doing the video, and then ending the video. Maybe do a little cut at the beginning, a little cut at the end. So this way I cut off all the little fats at the beginning and end, and then post it. So in the grand scheme of things, Angry Italian doesn't take up a lot of time, especially because it's probably going to be a one and done take kind of thing. So we'll pin it. I'll work on an idea for it. Yeah, no, YouTube Shorts are a minute, but I only need about a minute, Tevya. I'm not going to do something that's more than a minute or two anyway. That'd be a little bit of an overkill, and it also kills my voice to do the Angry Italian for too long. Remember, I can't scream for that long. I will lose my voice, and I will have other videos I'm doing, so it would have to be about a minute. Don't cut it to me. This is... I love that quote, especially from Secret Wars video. Bahaki? I'll have to rewatch the Secret Wars video. I'll rewatch it, but I'll work on something. I'll work on something funny. And like I said, everybody just keep... If you have any suggestions, I'm going to work on a suggestions tab. Suggestions for news, suggestions for everything. Join the Discord. If you have a news piece you want me to talk about, I'll do it. If you have a video suggestion you'd like to make, like the Angry Italian, you don't have to make it anymore, Tevya. I heard you the first time. I'm working on it. You don't have to make the suggestion again. I got you, and I'm going to pin it. After this live show, I'm going to go and pin that to my my to-do list for the future. But we'll see. This is a random, but maybe this could work for entertainment, but showing off Brooklyn would be cool. That's another idea. That would work in the vlogging series, Mike. I can do that in the vlogging series. I have 2 different kinds of cameras. I have a regular picture camera, and then I actually bought a video camera specifically for that. And then also, you know, you got the phones now. These things can do amazing... These things do amazing things when it comes to videos. They really do. But we could always work that out also, where it's the phone also. But we'll do that. I'll do something like that for... That might actually, your idea might actually work for a good starting point for the vlog series. Your idea might work to start off and introduce everything. Introduce Brooklyn, introduce me, introduce a few of the places I go to, maybe the beach. Did I freeze? I don't see a freeze. Am I still good? No. Okay, I didn't freeze. But that's a good point, a good idea, Mike. That's a very good idea to get the vlog started, to get the intros started. Okay, thank God. I got scared. I might do Mike's idea. A way of introducing the series, introducing myself, introducing where I live, and then maybe get some videos, because I have gone into the city a few times. Maybe getting some friends together and going into the city and hanging out there. I know that Muty and Devi and I talked about meeting in the city, so maybe doing that on a weekend or something and doing a couple of other things. Yeah, it's doable. I have messages on Discord and I'm wondering if it's who I think. No, it isn't. But I'm gonna... Wait, why is there a number 1? Why would you do that, Yuri? I just saw it. Yuri posted in Malian's Discord that I'm live. Why would you do that to me, Yuri? Why? Why would you do that? Let Malian sleep. Yuri's trying to get me like a level 100 hype train at this point. I love you, Yuri. I did nothing. Okay. You also don't have an avatar where the ears go all the way out to here and the tail goes all the way out to there. I love Yuri. Everybody loves Yuri. And if you don't, too bad. You love him. That's it. The end. But, it's a good series. I've got a good series in mind. It's gonna be a good series. Not it's gonna be, because it hasn't started yet. I've got some really good ideas. I don't love them. Well, then you know what? Start. Yuri. Freaking cutie. So look forward to a lot of the videos starting. On entertainment, I've already started. Like I said, I've done a card one. I'm gonna do a book one. I have that set up. Probably record that Today's Wednesday, so probably tomorrow or Friday, and have that go up. The video, the 2-part video on entertainment and media should both be going up equally soon. I am going to work really hard. I have a friend who offered to help me do a lot of editing for my videos, which will take a huge load off of me. So I appreciate that. And I've seen his work already, and he does a really good job. JD, for those of you that don't know, is getting super busy now with work and whatnot. So hopefully JD will still be around to do the comic review. If not, I'll probably continue doing the comic review. But JD got a huge work. I'm so happy for JD. JD's an awesome person. The Media Jack. You should go check him out. To do a nice series when if we go... Yeah! Oh, no, that would be part of the vlog also. Mike, everything you're mentioning would fit into the category of the vlog series. So we could definitely do that. We could definitely add all that into the vlog series. Oh, and I did have one other thing. There's one other thing I do want to mention. Because it's something... Wifey! Hi, Nala. Welcome to the stream. How is you? How did stream go? I know you were streaming when I started. How was stream, wifey? Did you win? Did you win the game? Good? Very good. There is one other thing I am going to mention. I forgot to mention it. So forgive me for anybody who left, because I know I had 13 viewers and now I'm down to 8. You're still streaming? Nala's talented. See, Nala can be streaming and be here at the same time. Nala has like 50 monitors. So Nala's playing while listening now, which is awesome because I'm glad Nala made it. But it's just funny because they're still streaming. But one other really quick announcement. Gift another hundreds. No. Multitask. Yes. Podcasting. I've had a few people ask, and a few people who were interested in podcasting. So, Yuri, how many gifts? I don't even know. Oh, it says it up here. 11. I forgot I have that tab. I never had to look at it before. Now I do. Yuri 11, Dragon 505. Yes, so podcast. Are we doing that again? Let me explain before anyone goes crazy, because I have a lot on my plate as is already. Because all of that stuff, recording-wise, is going to take up 90% of my free time when I'm not dealing with other things. Let me explain. Now I fall from the ship. So, for those of you that don't know, I did do several podcasts in the past. I did a personal one. I did a channel one. I was part of several podcasts. And then I also created a group one. Unfortunately, those didn't work out so well, especially because of the editing time it took for editing out the dead air, editing out a few other things, and getting it into an audio file, and then having to make a video for YouTube, and then posting it everywhere else. It was a pain in the ass. However, I have a couple of friends, and we were talking about doing a VR chat podcast. So basically, we would be recording it in VR chat, and then I would be taking the audio, and that would make for the video for YouTube. So I don't have to worry about making the YouTube part. And then I would extract the audio and then put it on on the podcasting sites like iTunes and all the other platforms there are out there. Had to be even, right, Yuri? We're going to just say you had to be even. Plus scheduling, yes. See? Yeah, Dragon, that's right. Everybody loves Yuri. Everybody has to love Yuri. Everybody has to love Yuri. Thank you, Yuri. 12 subs in one day, though. That's a lot, man. Don't spend too much on me. I'm not worth that much money. I'm sad that some of the old comic Frontline episodes are gone. That was done by Frontline. That was not done. I spent money on Chaotic, so now I can't get... No! Don't say that, Dragon! Don't say it! Okay. I love you too, but don't say it like that. I feel bad. I feel bad. Now Dragon can't have her chicken nuggies. Like the one I was a part of, because those were good. You has to give me nuggies and hugs next time I see you. Okay, I will give you hugs and nuggies. Okay. I can't give you the nuggies through the internet. If you ever come to New York, I'll give you nuggies. I'll buy you nuggies. But I'll give you hugs in VR. I will give you. So I owe you the nuggies. But I am going to work on doing that podcast. And I do want to bring back the Dark Avenger podcast. However, I think that would make for a great announcement next year. So as far as the Dark Avenger podcast or any other podcast going on, that will not be happening in the year 2022 to 2023. So maybe this time next year I'll be saying, hey, I cut the fat. I figured out what I wanted to do. And, you know, we got a good schedule going. I have the ability to sit down and make an hour podcast. We'll bring back the Dark Avenger podcast. I don't see a need for it right now because I'll be doing videos. I'll be doing Dark Avenger Live. The podcast is just going to be a huge repeat of everything I do on Dark Avenger Live and a huge repeat of everything I do in videos. I would love to have an audio file of one of my shows maybe to make into a podcast. Maybe Dark Avenger Live. Maybe if Dark Avenger Live has some good audio, we'll do that. But I could. I could, Mike. But for right now, the podcast that I'm talking about is one podcast, and it's me with several other people on VR chat. Exactly, Mike. I don't want to over-encumber myself. And while all the series... Now, I do want to make one more mention. All the series I mentioned are not weekly. Are not going to be weekly. The comic review will be weekly. When it comes to the Let's Plays, I'm going to be recording in large chunks and then cutting it up. So while the videos may go up for, like, let's say I do Monday through Thursday uploads, that 4-part series will have been recorded all in one sitting. So other than the Let's Plays and the comic review, everything else is on a touch-and-go basis. One week there might be an unboxing video. The next week it might be a vlog video. The week after that could be an Oreo video, card opening video, unboxing video. And then the week after that might be nothing on entertainment because I'm busy doing something on media. I don't want to put too much on my plate on a weekly scale. I want to test out what works. And when I say what works, I mean what works recording-wise, what works editing-wise. And I don't want it to take away from my good friends here. I want to be able to spend time with all my friends also. So, family time, friend time, and real life things that need to get done, you know, for IRL monies time has to come first. After that, all the stuff for YouTubes. I mean, I do have a Patreon. I do. I don't expect anybody to join it. And if you do, don't join any of the t-shirt levels because I can't make them right now. I have to delete those as a matter of fact. But I'm hoping that in doing all of what I've mentioned in this direct, I can get back to a schedule where I'll have videos going up and maybe we can grow the community. And again, hopefully the Discord will grow. More people will come in. Maybe get some of the companies I worked with back. I've talked to a few people in companies already. And I've had some independent writers come to me and ask me to review their comics, which is awesome. Now I want to see where we can go. Where we're going to go from here and at what level. Because again, I've got to do IRL stuff first. I've got specific what's the word? Responsibilities that have to get done first. So all these videos are going to be recorded in my free time, which I don't have a lot of, especially during the school year. So let's keep our fingers crossed that we can get a good train and a good content train rolling. And then hopefully there'll be more time in the future. I'll be able to still stream on Twitch from time to time. Because I do want to still stream here too, but I cannot promise any of you a schedule here. And like I said, a lot of my free time that I normally would stream gaming content here is now going to be put into making videos for YouTube. So please subscribe. Dark Avenger Media, Dark Avenger Entertainment, Chaotic Falcon 86 on YouTube, because a lot of stuff's going to be there. However, I'm still going to be here too. I'm not going away. And I still will be on VR chat. I'll just probably be on VR chat a little bit later on at night, which I'm sure Yuri would be happy about, because Yuri doesn't get on until later on at night anyway. Oh, Yuri's going to sleep. Thank you for being here, Yuri. Get some good sleep. See what I mean? Yuri's going to sleep. By the time Yuri wakes up, it'll be nighttime for us here in America. And so thank you so much, Yuri, for all the gifted subs. I appreciate that so much. Get some good sleep, cutie. I don't know if you saw it because I was driving, but message me when you're off live. Wanted to talk about a few. Oh, yeah, no, definitely, man. 10 p.m. there. Yep, it's 6 hours difference. What is sleep? Nala, that is something you need to get more of. On my way to subscribe. Jeez, you're already subscribed. You were gifted. Okay, so I don't want to waste all your guys' time. We've done this for 2 hours and almost a half. So in closing, a lot of new stuff's coming. And hopefully this time I can get it to work. I'm going to try my hardest to focus on YouTube. Oh, on my way to subscribe to your YouTube. Thank you, Cheese. I'm sorry. I was, gotcha. Thank you so much, Cheese. I appreciate that. It's not wasting our time watching and talking with you. Oh, Dragon. You make me blush. But, still, another hype train. No! No more hype train. No, Mike. And besides, I think the hype trains are every half hour, and it's only been about 20 minutes. So, no. No more hype trains. I'm good. One is enough. One is enough. This was my first hype train, actually. This was my first hype train, and this was my first 123% completed hype train. Rose is going to be very interested to know why she's subscribed to my channel now. Rose is going to be like, what? I haven't talked to Rosa in a hot minute. Which continues my questioning of muties. But anyway, yeah, so I'm hoping to get the content out as soon as I can. And I'll probably still be doing Dark Avenger live on Twitch, and then bring it over to YouTube and stream it live on YouTube. But it really depends. I would like to stream in 2 places at once, but I don't have the capabilities unless I pay Streamlabs. Again, it all goes to whatever monies the content makes for... it all goes right back into the channel. What? Oh, Zero showing me how to refund. Okay. I'll look later. So I'm excited. I hope all of you are excited. This year, we're not going to have the same conflict like we did last year. I understand what my schedule is. I understand what needs to be done. And I know already what free time I have and when I have it. More than likely, a lot of the recording is going to be done on the weekend. But that's okay, because I can get a lot done on the weekend. And then I'll have a lot of content for all of you to enjoy. And I get to spend all the time still with all of you, and not have to worry about it cutting too much into our personal time hanging out or playing games or what have you. So, that being said, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate everything. The hype train, all the gifted subs, all the regular subs, and just you all being here and having a good time. And like I said, I hope all of you are as excited as I am. I have to get used to being in front of this camera again. I haven't been in front of this camera much since the Facebook Live shows I was doing for a while. So I do appreciate everyone for being here. Regardless what time it is. Nala, go get some sleep, wifey, please. Please go get some sleep. You love this as a stream? You mean the IRL? I might. I love cameras. So much. Didn't realize I liked camera. Was so much fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Dragon. I might do more of these again. Hopefully soon. Like I said, Dark Avenger Live will be this, and then all my videos are basically going to be this. But if there's any other questions before I end, I should actually throw that out there for anyone watching live. If anybody has any questions, anything about the content, stuff like that, I've thought about doing some webcam streams as well, but I want to unpack my streaming room. Yeah, no, definitely do that first. Definitely do that first, Dragon. I'm probably going to be doing the same when I move. Sneaking back in while no one else is at the office. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm about to end in a bit. I was just asking if anybody had any questions or anything you'd like me, if there's anything I mentioned in the announcements that you have questions about, now is a perfect time to ask. I can answer it to the best of my ability. When it comes to the comic reviews, real quick, while people are asking questions, the reviews are going to be a lot shorter. I'm going to be doing it. It's going to be a lot more compact. I'm not going to be going into as many details. I'm probably not even going to go into the book too much. Just a briefie on what happened in the story, and then my thoughts on the book, the art, and what's happening in said series. So it's going to be very short. My goal with the comic reviews is 20 minutes an episode, at most 30, depending on how many books I read. But I will be back into a lot of series. I will definitely be getting back into a lot of series. And there are some series you're going to notice I stopped reading, and that's for propaganda reasons. I see you much... Chris, I'm like the hyper annoying younger brother that likes to throw a wrench into his well thought out plan. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to do more like Dark Horse Comics and focus more on those over a big two. No, I do have a lot of Marvel and DC that I read. I do have a lot of Image and IDW I started reading. Valiant was Michael's books that he read, so for me, I got to wait for a number one to jump in on. What other companies are there? AWA, there are so many series that came out now, I have to catch up with AWA. Zenoscope I'd like to jump back into again. I feel like I haven't read Zenoscope in a hot minute since Pat Shand left Zenoscope. So I should catch up with Pat Shand too, see what he's up to, and talk with him a bit. But there will be indie books. But yes, Mike, I do read a lot of Marvel and DC. Valiant is dying. Now, Tevya, when you say Valiant is dying, do you mean it with facts, or do you mean that fans are saying Valiant's dying? Because if fans are saying Valiant's dying, then Valiant might not very much be dying. So, that's what I'm asking. Is it the fans saying Valiant is dying, or are the comics actually stopping? Are they actually cutting all their lines? I mean it with facts. Okay, so Valiant is cutting off their comics. So, that's sad. I do like X-O Man of War. If I can get back into that series, if it's still around, I probably will get into that. I'll have to look into Valiant. Because that is sad, because I did like Valiant's X-O Man of War. I did enjoy X-O Man of War. That was a really good series. But I have books outside of Marvel and DC. I do. And I'll be checking all of those out as well. I wish they'd bring a Ghostbusters series back. That'd be nice. I did enjoy Ghostbusters. Transformers is just very wordy, because apparently a lot of people who used to work for Valiant Comics are gone, but I think comic line is still intact for now. If the comic line is still intact and just the writers left, Valiant's not dying. When the comics start to get cut, that is when the company is dying. So, just looked it up, Chris. He's right. Okay, so if Tevya's right, and Mike T looked it up, and there's facts behind it. I feel bad for Valiant. I will try to stick around for EXO as much as I can. If I don't like the series, though, I'm not going to stick around for it. But I'll try it out. I'll see where EXO is at. Layoffs, resignations as of August 6th this year. Woof. Okay, so maybe Tevye was right about this one. It's good that there's facts behind it. Oof. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm going to go into a lot of books, and we'll see which books stick and which books don't. A lot of it is Image. A lot of it is IDW. I do have nothing from Dynamite, and I have Zenoscope that I'd like to jump into. We'll see. And now Dragon is lurking. Thank you for the lurk, Dragon. I appreciate you being here, though. I really do. And thank you for all the gift subs if you're gone when I end stream. A lot of the series were good. Yeah, they were. Sleeping dog. She's just out cold. Dog is out cold like a light. Trying to play some Valorant. Oh, okay, some Valorant. I've started Valorant. It's fun. Oh, okay, gotcha. They invested in bad stuff. Well, anyway, I have barely done any Valorant. Valorant's fun. Devi brought me into Valorant a bit, and he's been teaching me how to play. So it's been fun. It's been a fun experience. So, okay, so no questions. I'm going to end the direct here. Thank you all so much for being a part of this direct. I love all of you. I will see all of you soon on YouTube, here, VR chat, Discord, whatever. Speaking of the Discord, the community has worked on the sleep and rest. So if you are a person who cannot sleep at night alone, or if you're looking for a group of people to sleep with, or just to have some ambient noise in the background, the Chaotic Realms Sleep and Rest is, well, it's called Sleepy Time, but the sleep channel in the Chaotic Realm is now open. We play music, we play ambient sounds, whatever makes you feel comfortable to sleep. There are people that are in there sometimes. I sleep in there sometimes. Brilly sleeps in there sometimes. Apex is fun. I am missing 2 characters for Apex, but Apex is a lot of fun. But we have the Sleepy Time set up. I snore. That's fine if you snore, because there is a slider. There's a slider that goes for high or low. And also, if you're a known snorer and you don't want people to hear you snore, you mute. I mute. When I'm in there, I mute, so no one can hear me snoring, because I don't want anybody to hear me snoring. But if you don't mind, again, people have the ability to bring up an independent person's volume. So if you don't mute, let's say, and you start to snore, either a mod will come in and mute you, or I don't think a mod would come in and mute you. More along the lines, people in the chat would probably bring your volume down to 0 so that they could sleep if you snore very loud. But some people like that. I know Dragon of Spades, when I was in her Discord and I was in her sleep time, I used to mute and she used to get mad at me because she didn't care, because she didn't mind about my snoring. So some people find it comforting to sleep to. Yeah, see, Dragon right there says, I personally like hearing people. So in her Discord, she yelled at me for muting. But I muted anyway, and I still mute because I don't like how loud I am. Helps me be chilling. Fair? Fair. So join the Discord if you haven't. Social media, Twitter, TikTok. I have 2 Twitters, Chaotic Falcon and Dark Avenger. I have TikTok, which is Chaotic Avenger. Instagram, Chaotic Avenger. All the links are in the channel below. Check them out at your own leisure. I have sleep apnea, so I don't want people to think I died. I stopped breathing too, but nobody notices. Will notice that one. But I'm going to end the stream here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will talk with all of you in the next one. Take care. Keep reading, keep collecting, and as always, stay awesome.